Here we are again, you all. Listen, I don't know who needs to hear these messages that I will relay and convey in this reading, but hopefully you take something away from it. Well, instead of hopefully, in God's will, may you take something away from it because I know that I'm not the only one being plagued with these feelings and emotions. I guess I'm just one of the only ones, not the only one, but one of the only ones willing to come forth and be transparent about the topic and truthful. And yeah, because, you know, a lot of what I do here, you guys, is just to build that comfortability, that no judgment zone in the community, right? So I did pull two energies that correlates heavily with this message, and we have the Nine of Air here. There's a lot of worry, there's a lot of fear, there's a lot of stress, there's a lot of doubt surrounding either a revelation, something that has recently came out that could have triggered something within you, whether negative or positive. All right, who's to say that, you know, our negative or positive side is this or that? You know, no one is the creator here. And what I mean by that, I mean source creator, you know, creator of the universe. You are your own individual creator. So no one can tell you how to feel, how to heal, and how to move forward, right? But what I'm seeing here is there's a decision that many of you have been going back and forth in your head about for years, but you are afraid of being vilified or villainized to make this particular decision. Now, I'm not going to call out what those decisions may be because this is where your own intuition and discernment must come in, right? And so, what I'm picking up on is whoever the people were or the person was that, you know, transgressed against you, violated you, whatever the case may be, understand, overstand that they are not sorry. They are not remorseful for many of you, especially those of you who come from chaotic and extremely psychopathic, detrimental, narcissistic, just psychopathic characteristics and archetypes, you know. For those of you who are familiar with that, then you would kind of understand this on a deeper level, right? But all in all, they are not sorry. So you trying to get them to understand and overstand, it is impossible for this soulless one. You know, they are never going to take accountability and tell the truth about the situation. Instead, they are going to continue to blame, shift, deflect, manipulate, gaslight, and rain down their terror and their misery and project it onto others. And see, I had to come to a point in my own evolutionary process today where I was just like, damn it, I know what it is that I need to do to fulfill what it is that must be fulfilled via through me. And, you know, certain decisions that we make collective, they're not always going to be easy. All right? So it's time to understand and understand that, right? The next energy I pulled was this Five of Fire energy. Okay? This is, to me, this is like our chaos card. Because this could give like a manic kind of chaosy feeling. I know that's not the word, but I just made it up. But it's given like a manic, chaosy kind of feeling. Or it may look that way, like a delusion even, from other people outside looking in. But what they don't see and what they don't realize is, I mean, you have a high calling governing over your life. And it's like they don't understand that. A lot of you are very ambitious, but as of recently and as of late, you could have been experiencing, you know, sleepless nights. You could be experiencing difficulty in getting your thoughts together, focusing, things such as that. There could be many challenges that are coming up as a result of these different revelations that have come up to the surface that, of course, are no fault of your own. Meanwhile, the transgressors, violators, and predecessors are always quick to point the finger at the one who has been the one trying to protect, provide for, and the list goes on. I'm just calling things out, y'all, because I'm just allowing my higher self to lead this read, y'all. Y'all know the way that I deliver and convey my messages is going to be different, and it's going to look different from how others do it, right? But all I'm saying here is there could be some sort of opposing opinions, all right? But you are being guided to walk away from the drama of this situation. Let it go. More air sign energy. We have receiving wise advice. Remain objective and fair-minded. This could have something to do with public speaking. You're being guided to communicate clearly. And we have unemotional relationships or being emotionally unavailable. So to me, this is giving like emotional instability due to an immense amount of stress and or trauma. Okay, it's time to use those master magician skills to truly co-create the reality that you see and deem fit for yourself and those connected to you that are, of course, meant to go with you, because not everyone is meant to go with you, no matter who that said person or people are, right? So you have the Page of Air. Wow, strong air sign energy coming out, I see. We have an exciting intellectual opportunity, brilliant insights, information that you need but might be challenging to receive. Exactly. So it's time to make that magic alive in your life. Recreate that magic. Recreate those creative ideas that you have felt for many of you since you were a child, in your adolescence. It's time to tap back into that version of yourself that I'm picking up on. Because it's like that is what is needed to solidify and activate this newfound greatness that is before you. But it's just waiting for you to get into motion. A lot of you are worrying heavily at this time. This could be in regards to finances. This could be, we have the holidays coming up. I notice every time the holidays approach, it's always a seasonal depression kind of energy that approaches with that. You want to make everybody happy and this and that, and a lot of you have your own different beliefs. Perhaps some of you don't even celebrate holidays. So it's just a lot going on energetically, all right? That if you can just, as I'm breaking it down in layman's terms, the best way that I know how, if you could just kind of read between the lines, a lot is going on. A lot of heavy emotions have touched down. I believe, I don't know if it said it's a post or a pre-Mercury retrograde phase. I'll have to look deeper into that and do my research and then come back to you all with the knowledge. But there's heavy energy upon us right now, okay? So, yeah, we have the Six of Earth. So, yeah, the good you do comes back to you. There could be some mental exhaustion and frustration in regards to giving. A lot of you, like I said in the reading, below this one, I noticed that one didn't get a lot of views because, when it comes to talking about the truth and, you're not coddling or entertaining anyone, because again, you guys, I'm not here to entertain you. I'm not here to enable you, and I'm not here to coddle you. Okay, we can be friends, but I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm going to tell you the real as it comes up, right? And what I'm noticing and what I'm seeing is when it comes to showing people the way or teaching people the way via through your own trials and errors or via through your own life experience, it's people just turn the other cheek to that. But I can't just give you sunshine and rainbows every day because it's not always going to be that. And that's just the truth, right? But a lot of you could be feeling this frustration. You're just wondering, why aren't you receiving, all of the work that you have put in, all of the level of just hard work and just everything that you've put into what you're doing now. When is that going to give me a return on my investment? Energy such as that. All right. You could be needing to meditate though. All right. Clear your mind. I know that it is difficult for some of you, especially being in a position where you don't have, a support system, where it's difficult for you to get away. It's just important, even if it's for 10 minutes, take 10 minutes meditate, clear your mind, go out into the sun, get out into nature if you can, you know. But this is speaking of mental exhaustion. What was I saying? I literally just said that. Mental exhaustion, it's time to get more sleep. So this is definitely in regards to not sleeping a lot. There could be something that is just stressing you out heavily, that is on your heart. This could have something to do with a child, a relative, an ex-lover, an ex-friend, associate, job, a career, what have you. It's like, it's time to detach from the things that you thought was going to end up a certain way, and now that you see that those things aren't shifting or turning out in the way you expected, instead of wasting time on waiting for things to magically change, just focus that time and energy and space onto yourself. All right. This is also speaking of a need to rest or take a vacation. You guys are fucking tired. Again, this isn't going to be everybody's read because everyone isn't in this energy, but there's a lot of melancholy in this chat, in this read, all right? We have the Eight of Water, so the need to move on. A lot of you could be feeling a form of spiritual depression, right? From, I don't know, just perhaps putting all of your eggs in one basket, and or, giving more than you receive, pouring from an empty cup. Just consistently giving until you are burnt out, until you have nothing left. That needs to be checked out here. All right, but a lot of you are seeking more than life than what you are experiencing, and this could be what's causing this spiritual depression, this mental exhaustion. All right, so this is speaking of choosing to make big life changes, a change in priorities, and leaving home. A lot of you, for many of you, no matter what your situation looks like, a lot of you need to go out on a quest, on an adventure by your lonesome, to find out what it is that you want out of this life. I feel like this next season of your life is one that is going to bring about selfishness, not in a demeaning or detrimental way to anyone else, but you have been so selfless for all of these years, and it's time to pour back into yourself and give everything that you are lacking back into yourself. It's time to be alone. All right? We have personal power and assertiveness portrayed with kindness, compassion that brings about forgiveness, and realizing that you're stronger than you knew. A lot of you have this warrior spirit, this lioness spirit. I just heard, too strong for too long, but we can't be without you, baby. I forgot that song's called. Something like you've just been too strong for too long, but guess what? This is bringing about an amazing transformation. Everything about what you thought things would be is changing, and it's shifting before your eyes, so it's time to surrender to this high tide, baby, and let go of bygones, let go of baggage, let go of weight that you just cannot, endure or carry at this time. It is okay to admit that, I cannot do it right now. I don't have everything together right now. I can't do it right now. Like, that is okay. Because someday you will be in the energy of fullness again, right? So we have a significant life experience that requires changes to be made, powerful and often unexpected revelations, breaking free of procrastination, and releasing old belief systems. You guys, Spirit gonna stop having to come through with the come through. I'm saying, like, everything that I'm basically touching on before I even pull the cards, coming out in the cards, clarifying, solidifying, and confirming everything that I am picking up in the collective. All right. This could be post energy, pre energies. You guys definitely have to take the energies where you all deem fit, but this is what I am picking up on. All right. So they only think you're crazy because you know the truth. All right. Another thing that could be potentially keeping you up at night, or just keeping you in this very stressful and debilitated kind of state of mind, is the fact that these energies are consistently like talking shit about you, lying on you, spreading rumors, things like that, things that just aren't true. And it's like a lot of you are just like, when is karma gonna get this motherfucker? Like, when is this shit gonna be over for them, And it's not like you're wishing anything negative on them, but it's like, goddamn, like, how much more can you take? We have flee. Right behind that, we have major narcissist. This energy has came up this week, so we have flee. Well, we have this three diamonds out, but anyway, we gotta, yeah, it's time to flee from this major narcissist. Somebody has had too much power and control over your life for long enough. It's time for you to reclaim that power. Take back your energy. Take back your magic, because they are nothing without you, and they know it. That's why they have to resort to what they have to resort to, which is trying to run your name in the mud, lying on you, and the list goes on. Goes on. Excuse me. It literally gets them nowhere in the long run, because people, they see you, they know you, and then they see this person, and this person never once, mentions anything like negative or doesn't place them in a good light about themselves, but they always want to mention things negative or things that don't, show you in a good light to other people. Like, make it make sense. People got to start waking up and reading between the lines, right? So we got, with the next person, shit don't make you eat. Focus on you. Exactly. Focus on you. Whatever it is that you're doing, continue to focus on you and what it is that you are doing. All right, you may not have the notoriety or the so-called popularity now, but who's to say, if you keep at this same pace and this, keep up your work ethic and behind the scenes, continuously working on yourself, doing your spiritual baths, your rituals, shadow work, things like that. Who's to say that you won't be, in that position or supersede those that you, either aspire to be like, or, whatever the case is, right? We have Nazis. Yeah, a lot of you could come from a family of Nazis. Not literally, but y'all know what I mean. They just had that mentality. So we have 6-year cycles broken for good. It's time to rise, divine feminine. Rise, divine masculine. Okay? It is time to rise, all right? You could have been in a long-term 6-year cycle. Could have been 6 or 10 years, what I am picking up on. But whatever the case, it is time for you to rise up out of this once and for all, and once and for good, okay? Once and forever. I don't know if those are actually, I'm probably saying it out of context, but I don't really care. Like, it's time to rise out of this energy, okay? This person has kept you in this very broken state mentally for long enough. It's literally time to rise out of it. And I feel like something has recently triggered you, because you were doing well. You were doing well mentally, and then boom. So that is what I have for you. I don't know who needed to hear this, but that was what was on my heart to, tell and to share with you all. I will be back a little bit later with some more messages, y'all. I'm going to do some self-catering and some self-care. I'm going to give myself a facial. And, yeah, just going to take care of the rest of my body or whatever.